Hello everyone, welcome to Branding for Business. Today we are talking about notepads versus notebooks and the differences and how they work. So first of all, let's talk about notebooks because they're the easier option. So these notebooks are normally in our warehouse exactly like this. They're already pre-lined or pre-printed with the lines inside the book there. They've normally got around 80 to 120 pages in each of the books, and they're normally front and back lined in most options. So these all come pre-packed, printed like that. Most of them will have a little tag, and also they have the elastic closure in the same color in most cases. They do come in a variety of options. Sometimes they're black with a different stripe. Sometimes, they're all the different bright colors, whatever it may be. Bottom line though, is that these are all the same in the sense that they are pre-printed. So our printing options on these types of books is here and here only. Keeping in mind that we can't run a screen or a pad print anywhere near these elastic bits or in line with those elastic bits. So your print section is normally over here, or can be a little logo down the bottom here if you want, but more normally just on the front. The way that they do that is they open it up, they pop it into the pad, and it gets pressed by the screen or the pad, depending which option you go with, or the digital transfer, which we can also do, and then gets sealed up, elasticized, and away it goes. The difference between that and our notepad is that our notepad has printed pages on every single page. Now this is an A5 size. You can see it's slightly wider than what we consider our A5 books, but essentially it's the same height. The difference with this one is these are printed in really, really big sheets. The design is all laid out, the pages all get cut up, and they all get lined up together, and then they get gummed at the top here. So this is all that gumming, that hard rubber that sticks them all together, and then they have some sort of cardboard backing to give them some structure. But each page is printed. Now, this one is really cool because you can do whatever design you want on here. You don't have to have lines, you can have a grid, you can have just your logo, you can do whatever size you want. We can go to an A4 size, we can do an A3 desk size, we can do right down to an A6 size, and the post-it notes are done very similar as well. So the really cool thing with this one, if I just use it as an example, is what we have is our 3-color print here, which is our light green, our medium green, and our dark green. The person that designed this has then gone and thought, how can we make this a little bit more colorful, a little bit more interesting? And they've used what we call watermarks. So these are gradients of this color. So if this color is 100%, then this is probably a 20 or 30% gradient of that color. And so are these ones of the representative color. And then the lines are in the same dark green color that we've used before. And these colors at the top are exactly the same as these ones down here. So it's a really effective way that they've done this print on this pad to make it a little bit more interesting, to make it stand out instead of just being a green logo at the bottom with green lines as an alternative. And the best thing about it is it wouldn't cost anything more. It would have been exactly the same price as if they had just had the green logo in the top corner with some lines. So really well done on this one here. These pads can vary in the amount of pages that we have. So this one could be a 50 page, 25 to 50 page, I think a couple of them are taken out, so I'll just say 50 page notepad. They can come in a 25 or even a 10, and they can go all the way up to 100, which is a fairly thick notepad. But that is a really good option because it means that if you're doing a trade show and you're wanting to give away some notepads, but you want to make it a cost-effective option, you can give away a notepad that looks really cool, might have all your information on it, might not even be a notepad for the purpose of them writing on it, but is just more of a notepad for information, and it can have 10 leaves on it, and they can get the same appearance of value by getting a notepad that's cool with your logo and your details on it, but may only have 10 or 25 pages, keeping the cost down for you. So really good option there for notepads to be able to use as a giveaway item or in the office, or to be able to give to people to remember your name. So the difference between the two is we can't print that logo on here because these are already printed. These pages are already printed. No one's going to sit there and go print. It's just going to take too long. It's too hard, and there's too many pages on them. So the options with the notebooks that are already pre-made and the notepads means that you can print on every page of the pad, whereas the notebooks we can't print on every page. unless, now there is a kicker, our Notepad supplier is someone that can print notebooks from scratch. So they do the same process, they create every page and they create a book and they have all your logos printed on every page with all the lines and it's looking, you know, the same as this style, and then they get a hard cardboard wrap, just like this one here, and they wrap it around the notepad that you've printed, and then they seal it up. So it looks like this, but it's actually got all your pages printed. The difference between the two is the price. So the price to have that done where it's all custom printed and every single page has your logo on it is very high compared to picking up a $2 notebook and putting a logo on it. So keep that in mind when you are, you know, doing these notebooks versus notepads. Think about what the purpose is of what you're wanting to do it for. And if you are really wanting to make, say, 25 or 50 really beautiful, high quality notebooks for a corporate event that have all your beautiful branding on the outside and on the inside and pages, definitely go for that option. If it's a giveaway item, let's go for the notepad because it's going to be a cheaper option, or the notebook just with a print on the front. Hope that helps. If you do have any questions, I'd be more than happy to help. Thank you.